Hi, you guys, what's up? You know who this is. It's been a few days I haven't been posting anything. Don't be alarmed, I'm going through my own little thing, okay? Of course, I have another message for you guys. And I wouldn't be me, right, if I didn't share these little gems with you guys. Whether it reached the right person or not, because you guys know I don't leave hashtags, I don't leave, you know what I'm saying? My voice is my voice. I'm going to continue to drop more gems on you, okay? Chat facts, right? Certain people are, well, all people, right? We are raised to have a certain type of fear, right? Whether that be fear of success, fear of failure, fear of not being worthy enough, fear of things and places and people. But if you really think about it, if you really think about it, fear has to be an illusion, correct? Because if you are fearful of being who you are, then what's the point, right? Now, I'm not saying these things to disencourage you. I am saying these things to encourage you, to inspire you, right? To be yourself. It doesn't matter if you have one follower. It doesn't matter if you have two. This whole thing about following people, I never got the concept of it. And I still don't have the concept of it because why are you wasting your time following someone when you can be who you are and you can have the followers, right? Really, I don't care about people following me, copying me, because obviously it's something about me that makes people happy, right? Obviously it's something about me that makes people want to be me. Obviously there's something that others are seeing that I now see, right? Because I see very clearly. But if you are fearing success, okay, I'm going to break this down for you. This video is not going to be long because it takes a long time to upload. But if you are fearing success, that simply means that you have allowed this mundane universe. And I do mundane because we are spiritual beings and bodies. We are here to experience the human experience. It's just what it is. And again, remember what I say. I do believe in reincarnation. Being who I am is an extension of my many lives of coming to this place, whatever this place may be, right? To learn a certain degree of learning and knowing, right? Now, there is always a time and a place for you to be yourself. But why not be yourself all the time? We have this misconception that we must be on our best behavior at all times. We must not color outside the lines. We must uphold a certain stature or degree of ourselves, right? We must work endlessly and constantly to gain what? What are we gaining? That's the point for me. We would work all day, tired, barely eating, barely resting, to make the rich richer, right? And we're still poor to a degree of financial means, yes. We're still poor. We still have to work 2 to 3 jobs just to make ends meet, that is crazy. As I'm even saying it out of my mouth, that is really crazy to me. Because why do you want to spend your life making somebody else rich is the big question for me. You know, you have those moments where you have that little light bulb that comes above your head and you just like, oh, why didn't I think about that longer? It's because we're not used to thinking for ourselves. We just let society impose whatever it is that they want us to do on us. And then we sit back and wonder why our lives are shit. Excuse my French, you know I cuss. Deal with it, don't deal with it. Click off if you don't want to hear me cussing, because hell, I'm gonna be me, right? Now, to a certain degree, we have been conditioned, and I do say conditioned because if you know who you are and you know the powers and the knowledge you possess, you would not be in a state of mind, the state of lack, the state of unmaturity, the state of ego, pride, jealousy, all those things that they call the 7 deadly sins, right? We also have the seven principles of living, or 7 good habits, right? There's a book by a guy named, I think it's Jim Crowley. But in that book, it just tells you to, follow these steps. Like, people have figured it out. But again, those that do not seek the knowledge do not gain the knowledge, right? Right? Even in our Bibles, and I do emphasize on Bibles, because a Bible, not just, you know what I'm saying? We have the Holy Bible, we have the Quran, we have all these different Bibles in different languages all around the world, right? In each of those Bibles, it gives you the key principles that you need. Not saying that Christianity is upheld to the highest caliber, because even in Christianity, we were corrupt. Even Christians are corrupt to a certain degree, because we have narrowed our mind to believe that it's one way when it's not. But again, if you haven't opened, you do not know what you're reading. You can read that book and say, oh, I gave my life over to Christ, and Christ knows I love him, and you can minister and you can preach and you can, whatever it is that Christians do nowadays. I believe myself to already, I was raised to be a Christian, so don't come for me, because I know how I was raised, right? And even in that aspect, I never strayed away from the Christian beliefs until recently, because again, in that book is a book of knowledge. Now, everybody bases their life on a religion, right? A factor of knowledge, saying, hey, if you live this way, you will be blessed. If you live this way, you'll be successful. But 9 times out of 10, every Christian that may click on this video would say they still work 2-3 jobs, or they still can't make ends meet, or they still don't have the bare necessities of what it is to have a functioning, happy relationship with their children, have a functioning, happy relationship in their marriage, have anything of the sort, of any caliber of sustainability in their life. But yet they still pray. They still, pay their tithes. What is tithes? Have anybody even stepped outside of their own faith or their own religion to see, like, the truth? Have you even stepped out? Have you ever even been curious, right? You work hard day in and day out to put scraps, and I do mean scraps, put scraps on your table, and you say thanks to God, right? Not knowing that within you there is God, right? Because if we were created in the image of him, her, what I call now to be the universe, the cosmos, okay? Because I have a belief that, it doesn't just stop at the Bible, okay? It may start at the Bible, it may start at the Quran, it may start at a religion-based factor, but that's not where God wanted us to settle, okay? He, she, her, the universe, our creator, has always wanted us to step outside of these constructs of religion to spirituality, because we are all but yet spiritual beings having human experiences, right? Now, that being said, what's above is so below, right? Now, and when you have this construct of knowledge that we are all spiritual beings inside of fleshly beings, yeah, humans, right? Are what we think are humans, right? Because the universe is very big, and I'm pretty sure to us, the aliens are the humans and we are the aliens. Right. But that being said, I don't want to jump down the rabbit hole because I get very distracted when I start talking about other stuff outside of this human construct. Okay. But that being said, right, wouldn't you question what you have been learning? Right? Not to say it's wrong to question. All questions are good. Neither question is bad, or, you know what I'm saying? All questions are for the base of having more knowledge, right? Why not ask 1,000 questions? Why not question the higher ups? I'm just going to say the higher ups because we all know we're, being monitored, watched, and or influenced by something higher up, right? So why not sit and ask the higher ups, like, hey, what it is am I supposed to be doing here, right? I asked that question many a times, and I'm just now figuring it out. Not due to the fact that I know magic exists, and whoever believes that it doesn't, you need to pay attention a little bit more, right? Now, if we are spiritual beings, that alone is magic, right? For us to be spiritual beings inside of a fleshly being, right? That alone is magic. How the hell do you do that? Right? How do you have a body without a soul? That's a question, right? I know you guys are looking at this like, what the hell is wrong with her? I'm not out of my mind. I just know the truth. And knowing the truth is the beginning of a wonderful yet very weird journey. But if you are strong enough and you are skillful enough and you are said bold enough, because a lot of people just lack in courage. If you are a wimpy person, click off, because this message is really not for you. I'm talking to those individuals that sit and question everything. Not to say you're being unknowledgeable. When you seek knowledge, you ask 1,000,001 questions, right? Because when you're seeking some knowledge, you want to know and you want to have, right, an understanding, right? So, in order to have a clear direction and or a clear understanding, you have to ask questions. You don't just take what you know and just go with it. And see, that is the concept that we were raised upon. Ooh, you are Christian, so be Christian. Ooh, you are Christian, so you don't behave this way and you do this. You stay within the lines. What? What? You're Christian, so your beliefs is to stay with an abusive husband or an abusive woman and pray to God to get you out when you're not knowing that you are the one to get your own self out, right? You are, I do say again, you are the one that you pray to. Did you even know that? I'm going to tell you a little story because it dawned on me the other day as I was cleaning my home. Because I do that frequently. I like to clean. So I clean up my house. Not daily, but anytime I feel like I need a good clean, and I cleanse my home. So cleaning is a part of the cleansing. Right. I ran across a letter I wrote to myself about 4 or 5 years back. And I noticed something about myself that I wasn't even aware that I wrote it to myself. That's the thing. I have been writing for so very long that I put things down and leave them there. And right at the moment of the needing of encouragement, wisdom, peace, grace, and or knowledge, right, I would find these things. So, that being said, this is why God said, do not praise false idols. It is written, right? And God also said, I created you in my own image, right? Jesus said God is the creator and we are created in his image, correct? So why wouldn't we have the same spiritual gifts that Jesus once had as he walked upon this earth in a fleshly being, might I add? If you know anything about history, you have been noticing on the news that they have been uncovering. These are the things that the higher ups already knew. But we are getting into an age where a lot of us are questioning the higher ups. A lot of us are questioning religion as a whole altogether, because if the books, the Quran, the Catholic Church, all of these different bodies of religion are supposed to be serving the same person and or the same being of whatever thing you want to believe in, right? How come it's so much suffering on this earth if that's the truth and we all praying to the same being or the same energy? Because it's just energy, sweetie. It's energy, right? And if we all have the good energy, where does the bad energy go? Now, me understanding energy and spirituality to be one and the same, right? You can't have light without the dark. Again, you can't have light without the dark, because you can't see in the dark without light. Oh, man, that touched someone. That touched someone. Someone got it. This message is going to wake up certain people, and those that get it, and those that don't. I mean, I know I've done a lot of rambling through this video, but I just wanted to let you guys know the certain degree and or the aspect of knowledge that you have already have right here in you to know to be true, but you never wanted to color outside of those lines because you thought maybe you would be ostracized or put aside or whatever have you, judged, right? Who cares? A lot of people judge me. They would judge me before I even started this spiritual journey. Yet I didn't let that influence my decisions on being who I am. Why would I do that? That's crazy. Right. So, be yourselves. Do your own research. Never takes people word for shit. Never do your own research and find out who you are. This your girl. Hit me up.